Hello everybody. I just chased all the chickens. Every single bird was out. Something I didn't see that was had occurred due to the windstorms was my entire chicken coop was destroyed. The netting, the deer netting that I use as chicken containment had been ripped and shredded. And I'm sorry, but I didn't grab the camera at that time. But I'm going to attempt to take you with me. So if you are queasy and cannot stand motion, then I warn you now. I'm going to attempt to hold my camera and capture a chicken that I just noticed is still out. I also noticed that some predators had been helping themselves to some chicken meat because I didn't see that the chicken fence was destroyed. So I'm going to go and try to capture a chicken. Okay. Everything was wrecked. I'll show you here. This is ripped to shreds here. It was ripped off here. It was all laying down flat. These poles have been broken. I tied that one up to here for now. This one is still flopping and hanging. All of my electric wire is just destroyed. All of my electric fence wire is in shambles. It's done. I'm not even getting a zap when I tangle myself on it. Look at this is flimsy hanging. It's all wrecked. I can see where the animals went through. They helped themselves once see the electric fence wires. Here's one, here's two. There's no zap. There's nothing. There's some feathers where a chicken has been eaten. Here, obviously something has been going through here. I am going around and fixing up holes where I see that things have been going through and where the wire has been separated from the netting or wasn't connected anymore at all for whatever reason. Okay, all the way around I'm fixing. Here was ripped off. You can see here it was ripped off totally. Look at my wires laying here. Look at these wires. All right, laying here in shambles. There's no electric fence anymore. It's been destroyed. Look at this. Look at this. It's all a mess. Here was ripped off. As you can see, I've rigged that up. This was laying down. It was ripped at every single joint. Here it was ripped at every single joint. Here's a gaping hole that I'm patching up. Here's a gaping hole. I still have to get some wire and patch this up. See that? It's completely shredded. So this has been broken. And of course that's a mess. Here's another hole just laying there, bent. Here there's a separation of the chicken netting and the wire. There's a girl I'm going to try to capture. Alright, I'm going to attempt to capture this bird while holding the camera. She's a silkie, so she's not going to be too much trouble. Oh, she's going to go right in and bury herself. Oh, no, girl. Oh, see, there's a problem. See, she just got right in. This is a problem. See, this netting is down. The birds, she just went right in on her own. Predators have been coming through. Boy, I'll tell you what. You lose your netting for a day, and the predators will know. As soon as your defenses are down, the predators know. I don't know how many chickens. I lost some chickens. It's a mess. There's places where the netting, the fence isn't even touching the ground anymore. Here the netting was ripped off. I just started rigging it up as good as I can. Here, look at this. The netting has been shredded to pieces. Here, it's been ripped apart. I'm trying my best to try to patch up what I can and rig it to hold. Here the netting was ripped to shreds. I've patched it back up by the composting heap. All along here seems better along the garden, but then again, there were no predators coming through the garden, so the garden is okay. I'll go show you the dead chickens. Alright, this is part of life on the homestead, and I've watched enough other YouTubers to see that this happens. This is not just me. There's a chicken. There's a devoured chicken. And over here is just a piece of a chicken. And you can tell it tried to pull him through the netting, through the fence, and didn't even get it all the way through. I don't know what did that. But do you see that? That's just some weird remains of a chicken. So my flock has been diminished because of the storms destroying my defenses. I have no electric fence. I have no defense for my birds anymore, and I don't know how many birds I've lost. So I've been out for an hour now chasing birds. I've just finished and my hands are numb because I was not prepared for this. We have a blizzard coming, and I just got back from preparing for the blizzard, getting supplies and provisions. There are, not surprisingly, lines at the gas pumps. Lines and lines at the gas pumps. Everybody is panic shopping. I just went and got my normal fruits and vegetables and fresh foods. That's all I got, honestly, but I hope to, if I have time, I hope to do a video on preparation for a blizzard, which somebody requested, and I think it's very fitting, so I'm hoping to be able to get that. But this is life on the homestead. This is reality. Somebody had asked me, by the way, to show just a good overall view of the homestead, to show I am in the trees. I'm going to stand here and do a circle, okay? Let's start here, especially because here it's really dense. All right, that is wild. Animals come from here and devour my chickens. This is wild land. There is nothing there all the way back here. There is nothing here for at least a mile that I know of but trees. Nothing. No houses, nothing but trees. Out here, there's nothing but a half mile of my land, and then behind that is protected forestry preserve or something or other. It's a trust. It's a trust thing or back there. Anyway, there's protected land back there that is not developed for at least a mile back, as far as I can tell. Over here is trees. Right here is the edge of my meadow. Wild animals. I've had fisher cats come right up to this rock pile and scream at me. So up to here is wild land. There's nothing back here all the way in there except for swamp. My end of my property goes deep in, up over the ridge, way up for a long ways, and then down deep, and there's a swamp back there. And that goes a long ways before you see anything. So on three sides, there's nothing but wilderness. And I don't care what people say. Wild animals, to me, I'll call it what it is, wilderness, when everything's trying to eat your birds. All right? There's the motorhome, which I'm hoping to get rid of. There's the tiny house on wheels. My storage tents, and where they used to be my storage tents, is all gone now. I'm building up a pile of garbage over here from the residue and the destruction from the storms. So this is woods. Now back here there's nothing for a long, long ways up to where the vehicles are. There's nothing here but trees. Nothing but trees for almost a mile in this direction. There's nothing in this direction but trees behind my house. Okay, so there's nothing back there. This is wild, and you lose animals. I don't care what anybody says, it is a fact. I know people say, well, I've had chickens my whole life, and I have a farm, and I haven't lost chickens. Well, that's because you're in a public area. There's more people, there's less wild. Anyway, this is life out here. This is a fact of life. And I'm always repairing, fixing, restoring, and fighting for my birds' lives. I can't find one of my favorite little ones, my little tiny bantams. So that's how she might be gone. I don't know. I think I'm down to 15 or 17 birds now total. So the storm damages I'm still finding. Loss of birds, loss of life from the storms. So I'm still taking stock of what happened. We have a blizzard starting tonight, so I've got to go in and warm my hands because they're frozen and have a cup of tea, and then get back out here and start cutting some more firewood in case we do get hit here badly. So anyway, I'll try to do some more progress as we go, but I was in town most of the day today, getting supplies and checking things out and taking care of bills. I just got home, I think. Let me check. I don't know what time it is. It's 3:30 in the afternoon, so I better make it a short break warming up, and then I've got to get back to work. because there's only an hour of daylight left. So I will talk to you guys all in a while. Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World on the Off-Grid Project.